I was curious as to how did you first get into this voiceover work? Have you been training your voice for many years? Because when I hear you perform, it sounds like you're pitch perfect. How did you develop this talent?
Well, thank you. No, I really, ever since I was a kid, I was a good mimic, and I always had a song running through my head, even as a little kid. You know, we had a lot of music around the house, and so whatever song was on the radio or whatever I liked at the moment, I just sort of walked to school, and I'd be doing all the different parts, the lead singer and the guitar and the drums, and I never knew that I would make a career out of it. So, yeah, it's just a good mimic. Like, I hear something, and I want to copy it, you know. It's not like making fun of it. I just want to, I don't know, it comes to my ear, and it wants to come out my mouth. So that's sort of, you know, always did funny voices or sang like the artists that I was listening to at the time. You know, I did a lot of plays and musicals in high school. Then in college, I was in an a cappella group. In America, there's a big tradition of these a cappella groups, maybe 8 or 9 guys or 12 guys or whatever. It can be all women or it can be co-ed, and they're doing, you know, pop music. It's not like classical or choirs. It's doing whatever music is on the radio, just a cappella, all voices. So I did that for 4 years, and that's really where it started for me, like, wow, okay, I can use my voice in lots of different ways. I was mostly singing, doing some beatboxing there. We didn't have microphones, so it was hard to beatbox when with a lot of guys, you know, singing right next to you. So I was doing mostly singing and some vocal instrumentation, like electric guitars and stuff. And then after that, I graduated from college and moved out to San Francisco and started a professional a cappella group with a bunch of guys who had sung in groups at different schools, and we all moved to California and started this group called the House Jacks, and we signed with Warner Brothers, and they tried to make us into a boy band, which didn't work very well because we weren't very good at being a boy band. We were doing what we were doing, which was sort of like funk, pop, rock, funk, R&B, and it was 4 white guys, 2 black guys, and you know, they tried to make us into this very pop thing, and it didn't work out very well at all. And they wanted us to sing lots of ballads and the whole thing. And we tried to be the best, you know, little pop sellouts we could be, but it didn't really work. And so I'm, of course, now very glad that I'm not a former member of a famously cheesy boy band. So I'm doing my own thing now and enjoying that very much.
So I was wondering if you could demonstrate some of your vocal talent. I listened to this commercial a while back, and it was in this surfer voice. And then I found out later on your website, it was actually you. And I mean, I've been to many of your performances, but I didn't even recognize it as your voice.
Down at Newport Beach, Nick was impressing the ladies behind a surf shop.
So I just caught this great one out by the pier, and I was riding up the beach, you know, and then suddenly I lost it.
Sounds like quite a wave.
Wave? Dude, I'm talking about my cell phone signal. If you move even a few steps, you lose it.
Here, try this. Sprint PCS built the largest all-digital, all-PCS nationwide network from the ground up, reaching more than 230 million people, and they've expanded their coverage throughout L.A.
Even on the beach?
Yep, and right now you can get 3,000 minutes for just $29.99 a month. That's 200 anytime minutes and 2,800 night and weekend minutes, all with nationwide long distance included, every minute, every day on the Sprint PCS network.
That's the most I've ever learned from a man in shoes.
Glad I could help.
L.A., clearly covered and better than ever.
Hey, this is Kid Beyond, and you're listening to DJ Matt Werner on Fresh Air, The Alternative. Yo.
All right, Nigel, you called the meeting.
Yeah, what's up, Nigel?
Lads, I'm leaving the band.
You what? You must be joking.
No joke, just time for a change.
But we made $87 million last year.
I know, but I'm going back to college.
College? She's putting us on.
You wanker!
Nope, I've got an idea for an animated film with these little characters with dust mops for heads, and they fly around the world on tiny white soda crackers.
Cool.
Don't encourage it.
So I'm going to study digital animation at Expression Centre for New Media.
Bloody hell.
There goes 4 years.
Nope, I get my bachelor's degree in less than a year and a half.
You're joking.
And they teach sound recording and web design there as well, in case I change my mind about the whole dust mop thing.
Hey, Nige.
Yeah?
Will they teach you how to play guitar there, too?
The Expression Center for New Media open house is on Sunday, October 14th, starting at 9 a.m. in Emeryville. For more info, click on expression.edu or call toll-free 877-833-8800. That's 877-833-8800.
So we've showcased a little bit of your different vocal range, but the one thing you're renowned for is beatboxing and also turntable sounds, scratch sounds. You do this thing when often you start up routines, you test your drum kit. And so you'd have the snare, then the bass drum. I was wondering if you could demonstrate a little bit about your drumming talent.
Sure. I don't know how well it'll come over the little iPhone microphone and then your Skype connection, but we'll do the best we can. Let's see. How's this? So that was a few different instruments, like you have your bass, which could be like, or. Then you have different snares, which could be like, and then you have some tom-toms. You have hi-hats. You have crash cymbals, shakers, like that. Oh, and a turntable, forgotten turntable. Like that.
So again, that is Kid Beyond, all with his own voice. No special effects, no turntables, nothing. I remember at the Vowel Movement a while back, the beatboxing extravaganza in the San Francisco Bay Area, they had a little freestyle battle, and it was just you and Solati from Felonious, another excellent beatboxer. And it was no turntables or anything, but they had both of you do all the different hip-hop instrumentals, and the crowd was just going wild while the MCs rapped over you guys. And if you weren't staring directly at the show, like, you would have seriously thought there were actually two DJs there DJing, battling back and forth. It was quite an incredible experience.
Well, thank you.